Welcome everyone to another video. This one's going to be a video on basically a couple of stocks that I really like that I want you to keep an eye on for the week. And these are stocks that could have really good, nice, big potential moves, and you can make a lot of money off of them from trading options. And yeah, I mean, we'll talk about them, talk about the levels that they have. I'll give you guys what I think are good for them and what I expect the moves to be, what strike price to look forward to, what option strike price to look forward to, basically, and so on and so forth, plus a little bit of an update into the challenge account. So if you look at the challenge account, you'll see that it's sitting at 14,827.93 as of end of today, which is January 29th, and it's been pretty good. It's been almost a month. We started this challenge account on January 2nd, and we're up over 100%, and it's a really nice feeling. A lot of plays that are opened up still that I need to close, but you know, SPY, this was a swing at the end of the day. Tesla, this was a swing at the end of the day. And Disney was a day trade, swinging some more over the week, over the day, over the night. Walmart swinging it, and PG swinging it. These were swings from yesterday's video. If you watch it, you can see that these are swings from last week. Yeah, so it has been a really, really good day, up on the day about 13%, which is really nice. So been a pretty cool day. Like if you look at, this was like 8 minutes before market close, 3:52 p.m. And I was down like 20% on PG. And then we averaged it because I expected the stock to go back up because it was down a lot. And the stock is pretty much break even. I mean, like tomorrow we could go for a nice little run on the stock and I can actually sell it for a decent amount of profit because I got 20 contracts on it. So yeah, it's a really nice feeling. A lot of moves. So I had 10 contracts on Walmart, sold 5, took profit on the 5 contracts, and have another 5 running for 50% now. Just a really, really nice feeling. Disney was our big winner for the day, 110%. Like, damn, that's really good. I had 10 contracts on these as well, but I sold 5 of them and have 5 running. So a lot of good stuff, a lot of good plays. And, you know, I'll talk about why I took Tesla for a swing. I'll talk about why I took SPY for a swing as well. But I did catch the SPY move today, the big move on my main account. This was a swing from last week where I used a part of my main account profits that I made for so far for the month into the SPY 490 calls. This was on the 26th of January, which was Friday, basically last Friday before the weekend. And I took it because I expected the SPY to go to 490. As we get very close to 500, SPY, I think, is going to go there, right? So this is kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy where everybody's going to keep on buying until 500 hits, everybody sells. So that's why I was like, okay, at the very least, we're going to go to 490, because last week when SPY was on, I believe on Friday, when SPY was red, I was like, okay, this is 487, 488. We're consolidating here really well. This is going to go for a run this coming week before FOMC being on Wednesday. And so I took this play because I expected a move, and at the end of the day today, we get a nice spike over 491, and like really, really good. Like this was perfect. This was what I was not, honestly, I wasn't even expecting 491. I was like 490 and I'll take profit. This was more than what I was expecting, and I got a feeling tomorrow this will gap up and run some more because we held 490 support at the end of the day after this big spike. This is a big deal because that means that the market has a lot of volume and the market really, really, really wants to push to 490 plus, get close to 500. It's a psychological level. 500 is between 0 and 100. It's a 0 and 1000, so it's a halfway point. Market really wants to push this all the way to 495, 500 area. So I like it. I think there's still more upside on the SPY. Once it gets to 500, I'll probably sell some things out and take profit. But as we get to 500, I'll be playing the SPY every single day. That's what I do. I play SPY every single day. So you can take some profit, you know, here and there, and continue to day trade it and scalp it as much as you possibly can. That's kind of the overall idea of it. So SPY, really good, really love it. Every single thing that I do is going to be posted in this Discord, right? Every single challenge account, whatever trades I take, I post it right here. Every single trade, every single move, every single thing that happens, when to sell, and so on. Exact contract that I take, what premium price I get in, all the calls. So if you guys want to catch these plays and you want to do it live with me, I go live every single day in the morning. If you want to catch all of these plays, link will be in the description below. And if you like this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe because it really helps me out with the channel. So yeah, let's go straight into some of these stocks that I have for you guys. It's been a while since I even showed my face, right? It's been a while. But yeah, it's been what I've been trading for 8 years. Pretty good run, and I think I'll be here for a while, and will continue to be here for a while. I don't have like that kind of motivation to post videos every single day. That's not something that I enjoy anymore. I post videos when I like stuff, and when I think that there's some really good plays that you guys might be able to make money off of. That's why in every single video I make, I try to give you guys some plays to take advantage of, because again, if you see my track record, I'm purely off of technical analysis. And yesterday I made a video on the top 3 stocks, and I talked about Adobe being one of them. Great move today. Look at the move that Adobe had today. Right out of the gate, we break out of 620 and we just run to 636. That was already a perfect move. Anybody who caught this move from yesterday's video's analysis, yeah, you made a really good amount of profit. Congratulations. Is it done? I don't think so. I think it has still more upside. So tomorrow, keep an eye on it for the break of today's highs, which is 636. And you can see a nice little run towards possibly 650. I think it will go to 650 probably by the end of this week. So 650 is kind of the main target on Adobe. Keep an eye on it. I really like the way it looks. The weekly chart at the end of Friday, if we close anywhere above 628, 627, 50, 628, that's a 3-bar pattern on the daily, which is a really good sign for more upside next week. So we could probably hit all-time high on this stock at 700 next week. Monthly is also kind of showing a possible 3-bar pattern as well. So really good setup here. This is starting to look really good. And this is a stock that I'll be keeping an eye on for this entire month, as well as the month of February, because I think there's a lot of potential here to take advantage of. So worth watching this stock. I think it's still really good. And for anybody who wants to get in, 636 break is what you're waiting for. Really nice setup. I also gave a PG, I believe, which again, you can see I'm still in it. In the morning, it gapped up to 157.33, and I was up like I was up like 70% in the morning. 70%. I did not take profit because I expect the stock to go up more. I think it's going to break its all-time highs. It's literally, it's like, I think it's going to go to 165. I think so too. And I think a lot of people do so as well. And I think because it has such good amount of earnings was really good, gapping up on earnings, consolidating, and then trying to break out of it. I think this is going to be a multi-day run to that 165, but not this week. I think you probably should take like a month out, 1 to 2 months out swing, and it will hit that target. But at the very least, I want to see 158 to 160 this week, preferably tomorrow. And if you have not gotten in on it, you're either looking for a dip buy for a couple of weeks out expiration, or you're looking for the break of 157.33 for a day trade into, a 158, 159, 160. All right. So still really good play. I like it a lot. And I think the last one was Boeing, which has not made a move yet, but I still consider this one of my priority watches, as if this goes for a downtrend reversal and let's say it goes up above 210, you go for a long to 220, and then break of 218, 220, you go for more upside on it. I think this is a really good setup. And if it breaks under 200, go for a short. I think that would be a really easy short down to 190, maybe even lower. So this setting up really well. Don't miss out on it. This one's a good one. All right, so those are a couple of the plays that I gave yesterday. Now, these are some new plays that I think you guys should be paying attention to, because these are really good. MSTR. This is a Bitcoin stock that is setting up really nice. It's got a nice little fair value gap play. You're basically looking for a break above 525 for a long all the way up to 550. So that's about a 25-point gap. It's called a fair value gap. Basically, we have a big red candle right here that needs to balance itself out a little bit. And this is the balancing that we are looking for this particular play. And that's a nice 25-point balancing. This is a volatile stock, so maybe not a lot of you will play it. But if it moves 20, 30 points, it can give you a really good profit. So I'm keeping an eye on this particular stock. Definitely like the way it's been curling up as well. Super play. Keep an eye on it for sure. This is one that I'm liking a lot. I like 550 calls. I also like maybe 560 calls as well. Those should be pretty good range in price. So You know, anything under that is obviously better. If you get a 530 call, you have buying power for it, go for it. Great setup here. I love it a lot. Hopefully it makes that move. You can see even like it's actually crazier if you look at the weekly chart. The weekly chart is crazy. The fair value gap on the weekly, like look at this red candle. The fair value gap on the weekly is 525 area all the way to 625. That's a 100-point fair value gap. That's crazy. Like if it goes even a little bit of that, that's more than enough profit. This is actually like an insane chart setup in my opinion, based on the weekly chart. That's too good. That's too good. There's so much to balance on the upside because this was a massive drop. So again, really good setup. One of my priority watches for this week. Definitely going to be playing this if I see this thing breaking through. Love this chart. The other one that I really like, and we are in on it, is Tesla. And I talk about this Tesla because it's got a lot of balancing to do as well. Big earnings drop, right? And it's been dropping for a while now, not just because of earnings. Big drop on earnings because earnings missed. And then the first green candle that we see today is the one that I play. And I'm swinging it, and it's already up almost 1% in the after hours. It's up $1.66. It's already up nice. I'm going to gap up and make a lot of profit on this tomorrow if it opens up here. But I'm expecting more because it has a gap to fill on the upside. So what I'm looking for is the break of 193 tomorrow for a nice run to 195 to 197, possibly get to 200. That's kind of your goal for this stock tomorrow. If you can get that, fantastic. Take a play, go for it, and make some money off of it. Fantastic. On the short side, only short this stock if it comes down and falls under 180. Once it breaks 180, easiest short in the world. All right. But until then, focus on the long, see if you can get this gap fill. And once you get the gap fill, review and see if it maybe tops off around 200, 206 or whatever the move that it gets. But yeah, I'm not looking for a lot. I'm looking for 195. 195, I sell most of my contracts and then keep maybe 1 or 2 contracts running for 97 to 200. All right, that's basically it. That's Tesla for you. Really nice setup. It reminds me of MS, which is something that we played last week and we made good money on it. We played it on the first day after the big earnings drop, consolidation. First green day, we play it. We take it for multiple days and we make good money on it until it goes to this resistance at the gap fill. And yeah, take profit on that. So we played this. We made a good amount of profit on it this month, last week actually. And this did very well. So it's pretty much the same setup on Tesla. Is we want something similar. We want to see a nice move into this gap and then after that drop. But at the very least, we can get maybe close to 200, 195, and we take some profit. And that's good enough. Good enough for me. So yeah, Tesla, keep an eye on it. There's 2 more plays that I have for you guys. One of them is MasterCard. I like this setup a lot. So tomorrow, you're looking for a breakout on this one. You're looking for a break over this resistance at 441. Break of 441. Nice push to, I would say, 443 to 445. I don't even think we're going to go to 445, but I think 443 is very doable. So I'll probably either look for a 442 or a 443 call and see if I can maybe make some money off of it. If I even look at the call option right now, we got 442.50 and then 445. Okay, 445 is a bit expensive. I see why it's expensive. It's because it has earnings this week. It's still fine. Even if it has earnings, you can go for something a little bit further out then. You can go for maybe a 450 call or even a 460 call. And if we get that $1 to $2 move, these premiums will go up based on its delta value, which is about 13 cents to 20 cents, depending on what you take. And that's good money. You can make a nice, 30, 40, 50% in profit. So it's a good setup. Am I going to play it into earnings? Probably not. Is it going to have good earnings? I think so. This company is a really good company. Great dividend stock company. So they probably will have good earnings. I'm not doubting it. It will probably gap up. I might do a lotto option on Wednesday, but the earnings is coming out on Wednesday market, after market. So we at least have Tuesday and Wednesday whole day to maybe get some moves on the stock and maybe some scope on it. Might be a little bit too expensive on the premium because we're heading into an earnings, right? That's why the IVs are inflated. So you got IVs going up 35%. It's not that bad, but it's a bit expensive. But I think you can still make money off of it. So worth watching. I like the setup. 2 to 3 point upside potential, maybe even 5 point upside potential, because it can go to 5 points. So maybe 445 to 450 before earnings comes out. Definitely worth keeping an eye on. I'll likely play this if I see the breakout happen over 441. And last but not least, LLY. Earnings coming out on February 6th, so 2 weeks from now. And again, another really simple but good chart. I like it because 647 break is all-time high break on LLY. And we haven't had this move since the big run on earnings and then push, right? So yeah, LLY, I really like the way this looks. On the break of 647, 650 is going to be a little bit of resistance, so be careful around there. But if it breaks through and runs, great, take advantage of it. I like the setup, so it should be breaking out. And yeah, maybe a pre-earnings run to, up to February 6th could be a nice couple of points to the upside. Worth watching. Keep an eye on it. And last but not least, this is Costco. And Costco, similar setup as well. Break of 698, 66, 700. We get maybe into 710, 705, 710. So there's a potential move here as well. This is also all-time high setup. You got the weekly 3-bar potential on this one as well. So there's also upside here that you can take advantage of. Obviously, under 675, you got room to 650, 660. Could be a good short as well. But yeah, good setup here. I like maybe like a 710, 720 call. How would the premiums look if I were to play it this week? Yeah, like 700 call looks pretty good. 705, 710. These are also pretty okay. If the stock goes for 710, 710 call is going to pay. So definitely like the way these setups look. That's pretty much it. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.